Alright Forsaken fans, we've got a packed update to cover today, from the long-awaited slasher rework, to changes with Jason's hitbox, an update to guest 666's model, and even more exciting teasers for what's ahead. There's a lot of news to break down, so let's not waste any time and dive straight into it. Firstly, we are finally getting a brand new update, and this one is shaping up to be huge, the Slasher Update. It's officially set to release on August 29th, which is August 30th for me, and the hype around this update is massive. Forsaken players have been waiting for months, and from what's been teased so far, this could be one of the biggest updates in the game's history. On the event page, we can already spot something very interesting, a sketch of guest 1337 standing alongside the slasher. Now, this isn't just random promo art. The fact that the devs chose these two characters specifically feels like a hint. Many players, myself included, think this could be teasing a special last man standing theme built around them, which would be incredible, and it lines up with what the community has been asking for, more last man standings that connect gameplay directly to Forsaken's lore. Now let's talk about the centerpiece of this update, the Slasher Remodel. For those who might not know, this is essentially Jason completely reimagined. His original design had to be replaced due to copyright concerns, so the devs decided to turn that problem into an opportunity. Instead of just scrapping him, they've rebuilt Jason into the slasher, a darker, more menacing figure who fits perfectly into Forsaken's horror tone. The new look not only makes him unique to Forsaken, but also avoids any copyright issues, which gives the team more creative freedom to expand his role in the future. Honestly, I think this was the right move. The slasher design already feels like it belongs in Forsaken's world, and it makes him stand out as a truly terrifying killer. But that's not all this update is bringing. According to the description, we're also getting a bunch of new skins and emotes. Now, the timing here is very important. This update drops at the exact same time as the Evade x Forsaken collab. That's not a coincidence. I'm almost certain that many of the new skins and emotes will be tied to that crossover. We've already seen hints that the Bobo Elliott skin could finally make a comeback, and with a collab this big, I doubt they'll stop there. Expect multiple themed skins, possibly referencing Evade's next bot, or even memes from both communities. But here's where things get even more interesting. In the update description, there are mysterious question marks listed. That's Forsaken's way of saying, we've got secrets. It could be as simple as extra skins they don't want to spoil, or it could be something much bigger, like a new map or a lore-related surprise. The devs have a history of sneaking in unexpected content, so I'd keep an eye out. It's safe to assume we're not seeing the full picture yet. The description ends on a line that has the community buzzing, laying the foundation for a beast and a machine to make their debut later. Now players instantly know who that's referring to. The beast is almost certainly guest 666, while the machine points to Veeronica. Both of these characters have been heavily teased already, and this basically confirms that they're coming sooner rather than later. The Slasher update then isn't just about Jason's remodel, it's about setting the stage for Forsaken's Chapter 2 update. That's why this patch feels so significant. It's not just another balance change or a handful of skins, it's the foundation for the next big update for Forsaken. This update looks massive, and honestly, it feels like the calm before the storm. August 29th can't come soon enough. Next up, we finally got the fresh redesign for Guest 666, and this is a change that's been hinted at for quite some time. Players knew it was coming, but until now, we didn't really have a proper render or official look to go off of. Well, that's no longer the case. The remodel has been revealed, and it's safe to say that this might be one of the best updates to his design yet. The first thing that stands out is the horns. They've been completely reworked to look far more demonic and menacing. Instead of just sitting there as a background detail, they now dominate his silhouette, making Guest 666 look instantly more threatening the moment you see him. They glow with that signature red energy, giving him a truly hellish aura. His face has also been redone, and honestly, this is one of the strongest parts of the remodel. The older design looked creepy, sure, but this one pushes it further. His face now carries a crazed, unhinged look, almost like he's permanently grinning in madness. It gives off the vibe that he's not just a monster, but a demon who's enjoying every second of the chaos he causes. Another detail worth pointing out is his mane. The devs decided to keep it, which I think was the right choice since it's always been a unique part of his silhouette. However, his Roblox cap has been altered to look more pixelated, almost as if it's glitching. It's a subtle touch, but it ties into his myth origins and makes him feel more tied to the darker, corrupted side of Roblox's history. His arms and legs have also been overhauled. Before they carried a slightly robotic look, but now they feel much more animalistic. The limbs are jagged and raw, almost beast-like, giving Guest 666 an even scarier and more primal appearance. This shift makes him look less like a man with gear and more like a demonic predator, which is a huge improvement. From a lore standpoint, this redesign fits Guest 666 perfectly. He's always been tied to corruption, glitches, and the darker myths of Roblox, and this remodel reflects that in a much more powerful way. The pixelated hat feels like a direct nod to his roots as a corrupted remnant of Roblox's past, while the monstrous body represents his evolution into something beyond human. It makes sense for Forsaken's story too, since Guest 666 is often portrayed as an unstoppable force tied to destruction and chaos. This remodel doesn't just make him look cooler, it makes him feel like the true embodiment of Forsaken's horror themes. Overall, this remodel is a massive step up. It modernizes Guest 666 to match the quality of newer killers while staying true to his roots as one of the most infamous myths. It's darker, more detailed, and more terrifying than ever. Honestly, it feels like the definitive version of Guest 666, and it's one fans will be hyped to finally play as. One of the smaller details we got recently, but one that could actually have a really big impact on gameplay, is the news about Jason's hitbox. A developer confirmed that Jason's hitbox will essentially be leaving with him, meaning that Slasher will most likely have a brand new hitbox setup. At first glance, that might not sound like a huge deal, but if you've been playing Forsaken for any amount of time, you know how many complaints have circled around Jason's current hitbox. Players have long argued that Jason's hitbox felt unfair, sometimes hitting survivors in situations that didn't make sense. It's been one of the more frustrating aspects of his gameplay and has led to plenty of debate across the community, so hearing that Slasher won't be carrying over that same system is already sparking a lot of interest. Now, there are two likely possibilities here. Either the devs are completely redesigning how Slasher's hitbox works, tailoring it specifically to his remodeled character model, or they're rolling out the new hitbox system that was being tested a while back. That test system was supposed to make collisions more accurate and consistent, which would be a huge improvement if it's ready to go. Of course, changes like this are always a double-edged sword. On one hand, some players are probably going to love the new system if it makes Slasher feel fairer and smoother to play against. On the other hand, there's a chance people might complain that the rework leaves Slasher feeling weaker compared to Jason's original power. At the end of the day though, this is one of those changes we'll just have to see in action. It could quietly end up being one of the most important gameplay tweaks in the entire update. And lastly, we've got some exciting news for collectors. The DivaDiyo skin is officially returning on August 21st. This skin was originally limited and many players didn't have the chance to pick it up the first time around, so seeing it come back is definitely a nice surprise. As of now, the price hasn't been revealed, but the fact that it's making a return at all opens the door for something bigger. If the devs are willing to re-release DivaDiyo, there's a real chance that more limited or rare skins could also return in the future, giving newer players a shot at cosmetics they may have missed. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Forsaken news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.